guys, what is up? It is Snitchery. How you doing? Today is
Glass Skin Day,
which I'm very excited about. I hope you guys are excited too. I ran a poll on my YouTube and this is what won, so this is obviously our next tutorial. If you're not familiar with glass skin, it's essentially a Korean beauty trend where you've probably seen the pictures before, even if you haven't heard the term. It's that really moisturized, almost glossy looking, flawless, poreless, glassy looking skin. Now, not all of us are blessed with such perfect skin, so some of us have to fake it, and that's what I'm going to be showing you guys how to do today. If you've never seen my face before and you're ever interested in seeing my face again, feel free to subscribe down below. I would love to have you here. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for joining me on this little video journey. It means the world. I love you guys. So I'm going to go ahead and get started because today's going to be quite an involved video for a certain reason I'll get into in a sec. But to start us off, I do want to say that glass skin does have a significant amount to do with skincare. If you really want to achieve like the actual glass skin look, which is minimal makeup, it's just your skin. I filmed a skincare video pretty recently, so if you guys are like real fucking snitches and you've already seen it, I'm not gonna bore you. But today we're gonna be faking it, girl. We're gonna be faking it with foundation. Like sometimes it'd be like that. That said, I am gonna share with you guys one weird skincare product that I've been using. This is the Tarte Maracuja C Brightening. It's an eye cream actually, but I didn't read the label when I first started using it, and I for some reason thought it was a travel size moisturizer. So long story short, I've been using this under my eyes lately, but also just kind of all over my face. I would not recommend this, I guess, because it's probably pretty expensive as a moisturizer since you really, I mean, you don't get a ton in here since it's an eye cream. But I have found, I think, that it's helped with the discoloration around my mouth, which I guess makes sense because it's brightening. Next, we're gonna go in with a step that seems almost counterproductive to what we're trying to do. This is the Milani Prime Shield Face Primer, mattifying face primer, obviously. I got this recently because the foundation I've been using lately and the foundation I'm gonna use in this tutorial, so illuminating that I almost feel like I need something to like bring it back, even though I'm trying to do the glass skin look, which is all about illumination and hydration. I feel like it can still be too much, especially in my T-zone. So all I do is just take a little bit of this and just rub it right in the middle of my forehead, down my nose, make sure to get underneath my nostrils, which for me is where my foundation always creases, my nose and like right here. While that dries, which is gonna take a second, I have an incredibly, did you hear my voice shake? An incredibly exciting announcement to share with you guys. I'm nervous, which is weird because I've already announced it on my other social media platforms. You guys are actually the last to know. I'm so sorry. I talked about it yesterday on my Instagram and Twitter, but I didn't want to just throw up a shit video where I was talking about this for the sake of announcing it. Long story short, for the past, months on months, I've been working on my very first merchandise. Now, before you're like,
fuck off, we're sick of YouTuber merchandise.
I mean, you can say that if you want, but I have been a full-time content creator for years now, and I've held off on merch because I didn't feel like it was the right time. I didn't feel like I could do it the right way. I didn't want to just release a shirt that said like Snitchery on it. I thought that would be super lame, and it was obviously presented as an option, and I was just like, I would rather really put in the time to create something really fucking cool. So you might have guessed as I'm talking that in fact the shirt I'm wearing is my own merch. I said shirt, it's a hoodie. I'm so proud of it. I'm so enamored with it. I love it so much. I'm so happy to present it to you guys and to show you guys what I've been working on. I know probably to a lot of you merch doesn't seem that exciting because every YouTuber has it, every Instagrammer has it, but I've never had it because I've never wanted to rush it. I'm so glad I did it the right way. So I will show you guys properly what the sweatshirt looks like and explain some of the details. The back is sick. So this is she. I have on like the biggest sweatpants of all time. I'm still in my jams. I wear these as pajamas and also every day in my day-to-day life. So you can see on the front, this is an artist's rendition of my eyes in an anime style, which is absolutely incredible. So on the back, we have a very Japanese streetwear inspired design. There's little, I'm covering me. There's me as a devil, which is based off this Instagram picture, and then some other little designs that we incorporated into the sweatshirt. On the side here, this says love and melodrama, which is really appropriate because I am literally the most dramatic person on the face of the earth. If you guys are new to my channel or you just don't know, I am obsessed with anime and Japanese pop culture and have been since I was about 6 to 8 years old. I actually just recently got the opportunity to go to Japan with Benefit Cosmetics. For the first time, I'd never been to Japan. I'd always held off because I wanted to go and do that right as well. You can see like the running pattern, the way my brain works. But I got to go to Tokyo for the first time and it was so special because the merch had already been in the works for a really long time, and I got to shoot in Tokyo, which was so sick. Oh, so sick. It was so once in a lifetime. And on top of that, Tokyo is just so beyond incredible. I mean, mind-blowing. I can't wait to go back. For my first merch launch, I wanted to do something that felt really core to me and my passions and my interests and my aesthetics. And anime has just, I mean, I have more anime tattoos than I have tattoos of anything else. It has always just been my most consistent and important passion. Also, both designs have matching hats, which is very exciting. And this is the second merch design. This one says anime and chill, like anime and chill, bro. I've been wearing this in my sleep every night and I chew on the ends of my strings, so ignore the fact that this thing popped up on the side. I literally gnawed it off with my teeth. I had to do an anime design, guys. I was never gonna make merch and not have an anime design. This was actually the first idea I came up with. I was like, I want an anime and chill sweatshirt because it's something I personally wanted. Also, the Japanese translates to like rest and watch anime or relax and watch anime, because obviously anime and chill is kind of Netflix and chill is a colloquialism. So that's the translation. It means the same thing. I wanted to create items that I would like go into a store and pick up and buy myself if I saw them, which I would absolutely do with both of these designs. They are unisex sizing, by the way. This is an extra large. But yeah, I'm really excited. I definitely wanted to do hoodies for the fall because it's getting colder and I am perpetually always cold, as you guys know. I literally live in these. And if you're in a warmer environment or you just don't fuck with hoodies, like I said, I got matching hats. You can find these all at snitchery.com, which is also new. I have a website now, baby. You're going big time. I'm gonna leave the link down below. These designs will be around until they sell out. Hope you guys here on YouTube love it as much as my family over on Instagram and Twitter has. So anyway, that is enough of that. Oh my god, it matches my barrettes. I did not coordinate this, actually. So the first thing I'm gonna do is go in with my concealer. Normally I would go in with my foundation first, but for the glass skin tutorial, we want this to look as much like skin as it can. I don't want to look sculpted, so I want the concealer to be a little bit more subtle, but I am using Tarte Shape Tape, so you guys know I'm still gonna get full coverage. I'm also gonna pop a little around my mouth because that is where I have my discoloration. I might add a little bit more concealer after we add our foundation, but I want it to do some of the heavy lifting before we get in there so it can look as natural as possible. Bring it around underneath my nose and work it out towards my temple. Oh, I didn't zoom you guys in. I'm so sorry. You know what? You can see my little brown hairs over there. Ignore them. Let them live. Next, I'm gonna go in with my favorite foundation of maybe all time, but certainly of right now. This is the Anastacio Luminous foundation. This is how we're gonna get that super dewy, glassy, beautiful skin that I have actually not done in a while. So I'm hoping I still remember how to do it. And obviously I'm gonna pat that into my skin. This is such a good color match for me. We have dewiness, we have life, sheen and shine. It looks moisturized. This foundation is just so beautiful. One thing I will say for this foundation, you can almost achieve a dewy skin look even if you fully powder your face. I found that this foundation breaks through setting powder, which is so weird. I've never had a foundation do that. When I first put on this foundation, if I'm setting my entire face, I don't really like the way it looks because it looks really mattified. Then I wear it for like 2 hours and it looks incredible. Like this foundation, I personally think looks better after a couple hours of wear, at least on my skin. The oils of my skin start coming through. So if you get this and you try it for an hour or two and you're really not liking how it looks, give it a go on maybe a little bit longer. See if you like it better. Next, to give us some more glow, I'm gonna be going in with the MAC Strobe Cream. This is in the shade Pink Light. This actually is not my shade, but it's the one I have here and I still want to demo kind of what it does. So this is basically like a highlighting product. You can mix it with your foundation, but because this foundation is already so illuminizing, I don't want the shine like all over my face, sculpting the shine. So I'm just gonna bring that strobe cream into my cheek just to give it a little bit more life, even more than what it already had, and bringing it up into my eyebrows. Next, I'm gonna set some of my face with powder. Not much, but a little bit, especially my under eyes. This is the Secret Brightening Powder from Laura Mercier. It's dirty because I use it every day. I actually really love this stuff and I only use it on my under eyes, so it's lasted me a really long time. I'm gonna go in with my beauty blender. I don't bake and I especially don't want to bake for this look, but I am just gonna pat a little bit of this under eye brightener. Like that, I think just really helps brighten up what I consider to be pretty deep dark under eye bags. And then right away, I'm just gonna dust that off. So we're looking pretty matte right now. Don't worry, that will change. But what I'm gonna do next is go ahead and contour. To do that, I'm gonna go in with the Beauty Blender foundation. This looks disgusting. I just squeezed it out. It's in a shade, not a shade, a fair few shades darker than my skin tone. I actually hate this foundation. I hate the applicator. It is so messy. The intention is to take a Beauty Blender and like pat it. I hate that. And I'm just gonna pat that into where I'd normally put a powder contour. And make sure to blend that in really well because we don't actually want to look contoured. We just want to look a little bit more alive. We're really using this more as bronzer than contour. There. It's just like a little life added back into the skin. Not too much. I'm going to go ahead and do my nose contour off camera. I guess I'll do my brows too while I'm at it. Do you see how this foundation is already breaking through? I haven't added any highlight. It's just like, it turns any powder you put on your face to just look like skin. It's the weirdest thing. I love it. However, next I am going to amp up the highlight a little bit and I'm going to go from most subtle to most intense. This is the free highlighter from Bareminerals. I talked about this in my last video. I love it because it's very subtle. It's kind of almost exactly my skin tone. So it might not be subtle on everyone, but it's very subtle on me. And I'm gonna take this brush. I learned this trick from Jay Kissa, who said she learned it from someone else and I don't remember who it was. But instead of just going like this, you take the brush and you just barely let it touch your skin and you circle so that it just picks up the high points of your face. I've been loving this. It doesn't give you like that stripe. It looks so much more natural because it is just giving you some glow where the glow would naturally be. So this side compared to this side, you can already see we're getting some glassy skin, baby, and be very careful with this. And I even sometimes bring it down like into my mouth so that I get a full whoosh. I feel like you can probably pretty clearly already see a difference between the before we added the highlight. This brown hair, girl. After we added that highlighter, I love this highlighter for glassy skin. I think it's perfect. I'm also gonna take it along the bridge of my nose and adding a little bit onto the tip, my Cupid's bow. So we are getting somewhere to glassy at this point. We have a sheen, we have some luminosity, but I do want to add one more highlighter. This is the Anastacio Beverly Hills, what shade is this? Vegas Loose Highlighter. I'm gonna be using this with the most subtlety I can possibly employ. Literally taking the tiniest amount, this is not full, just taking like the little crumbs, tapping off everything, and then adding the tiniest bit just right here. Do you see how bright that is already? I have to be so careful with this highlighter. Next, and I think this is actually important for the glassy skin look, is to find a lip shade if you want to achieve the glass skin look that is pretty close to your lip shade. So I'm gonna be using the Tarte Cosmetics lip paint in the shade Bestie. It doesn't look like my lip shade because my lips are so covered in foundation, but I promise it is. I'm gonna paint my lips without overlining them, and then I'm actually just gonna diffuse the edges. Everything about this glass skin look is supposed to look soft and effortless. It's like the K-beauty version of like, I woke up like this. Next, I'm gonna be doing my little under eye bags, which I actually found out when I did my eye tutorial is a Korean beauty trend, which is awesome. I did not know that. But instead of using a dark brown shade like I typically do, I'm gonna be using my Too Faced Soleil bronzer and just drawing them on. I don't want these to be really aggressive. Normally I do, but I just want a little bit of color today and diffuse it even further. I'm just using my fingers. This part of our face is still mattified, so. And then lastly, we're going in with mascara, but in a very specific excuse me, but in a very specific way. This is the Lash Blowout Mascara. So I actually learned this trick from Loey Lane on YouTube. Instead of actually brushing the mascara through your lashes, you just put it right on your eyelid and just wiggle it. You might not be able to tell on camera, but it makes a difference in person, definitely. How this eye's a little bit more, it pops more, but you can't tell I put mascara on. It still looks so natural. And I'm gonna set everything with this matte Prep and Prime Fix Plus. This is, I think it's called Gold Dust or something, Gold Light. I've used it so much that I've scratched off the lettering. This is supposed to even add more sheen to your face. Gives you more of a glow. That is our completed glassy skin, perfect complexion makeup tutorial. I don't even know why I stopped doing this makeup because it is so pretty and natural looking and effortless. Ooh, ooh. If you made it this far in the video, hit the comments with some sparkles so I know who my real ones are, some sparkle emojis. You can get creative with it, you know. Don't forget to check out my merchandise if you are interested. Like I said, it literally means the world how much you all have supported me on other platforms. So even though watching this video or liking it or subscribing or commenting already means so much more than I can even describe, a million times more support than you ever need to give me, it does make my heart very happy that you guys are loving it. Yeah, so I'm excited. I'm excited to match with you guys. And I think that's all I have today. Leave in the comments what tutorial you guys want next. And thank you for being my friend today and always. I will see you guys in the next one. Mwah. Bye guys.